Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of the channel, and to the members that have joined the channel. Thank you for your continued support as we keep moving in a direction of non-bullshittery. Transparency. Don't know why I did that. It's weird. Pointing. Anyway, yes, it is. It's Thursday the 19th of June. A few bits and pieces to do today. I've been up since the crack of dawn. I've got a sore back now, again, not only from cleaning the fucking car out of paint, but because I smashed my bed up over a week ago. So I'm lying on a mattress on the floor. And you know what? It was good for a few days, but now the old back is not in good state. Need to fix it. Yes. I had my ex-wife on the phone this morning. Shouldn't say that, should I? It sounds awful. I had Luba on the phone this morning, Sebastian's mum, telling me that she's been quoted £3,500 for movers to move her belongings about 12 mile. £3,500! It's like robbery, but without using guns. It's shocking. I've just said, hire a van, get people to help you. Fuck paying them £3,500 for removals. I mean, what do they do? Are they wrapping your belongings up in fucking mercury? I don't know. It's just shocking. Not Freddie Mercury, clearly, because it'd be dancing in the back. But yeah, it's a bit pathetic, isn't it? And I do believe the summer is here. I do. It's beautiful weather outside. What am I going to do today? Well, I'm going to get up. I'm going to drive. I'm going to have a coffee. I'm going to relax. I've already had a soldier on coffee this morning. I've had two. I made pancakes, Nutella sauce for my son. He likes it. Happy. Yes. But anyway, what happened then? Before I go into the news, last night one of my awesome moderators sent me a message saying, Trevor, there's a YouTuber here who's had 4 strikes. Her channel's had 4 strikes. She's a bit emotional, a bit tearful. Anything you can do. And I went, oh, I know that YouTuber. I think that YouTuber's quite good. Yeah, nice personality, very bubbly, lovely smile. Yeah. So they were all chatting about it on a live stream. And they put the link up for me. I went in and I sat in a green room. No one spoke to me. I went, fuck me. Sat there for ages. I left. I put in the post. I've been sitting there. Do you want me to give you advice? Because I've had all these things happen to this channel. So I thought I've had it all happen. So eventually I got let on the live stream. And I did say, okay, first of all, you couldn't have had 4 strikes because you're only allowed to have 3. So what type of infringement is it? Copyright. So you've had 4 copyright infringements. Yes, but she's appealed them. I says, okay, you've appealed them, that's good. The person that you're supposed to have used content from, are you friends with them? No, I don't like them, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, that's not good. You need to reach out, you need to fix that bond in order to keep your channel going forward, because if you have had 4 copyright infringements towards your channel, you could lose it. So what I would suggest you do is delete stuff on your community post about them, put the videos about the alleged person in private and try and rectify it. Okay, it was all good. That's perfect advice. Woke up this morning to find the alleged YouTuber doing another live, slagging off the person. And I'm like, you know what? You're going to lose your channel. You're going to lose your channel. You need to find ways to work with people, you know, even people that you don't like. You need to find ways to work with them. Just smile. You can think they're assholes in your head, but just smile, and that way things run smoothly. It's just my opinion. I hope that she keeps her channel. She's very good at what she does. And yeah. Fingers crossed for her, but you always have to find a solution between people. Anyway, what else is happening? Well, the story. Have you seen the thumbnail? The story. George Ford, a retired airborne specialist, paratrooper, the elite. Now, those that you know about the parachute regiment, I'll tell you now, they are a ferocious fighting force. The guys are fit as hell. They're great on the battlefield. And they achieve their objectives. I'm going to say 99.99%. There's always that 1% or part of a percent you don't do it. But they're great. I've worked on operations. I had great operations with them. The guys are excellent in the battlefield. But there comes a point when you're in the parachute regiment. Now, I've never been in the parachute regiment. I have served alongside them on operations in Herring 4 and Herring 8. But those guys get involved in the thick of it. They get involved in the thick of it. They're out there. They're out there knocking on doors. They're household charges, blowing entries. They're out there fighting the Taliban. They're the ones that make sure that you sleep safe in your bed at night time. I'm just going to point that out. They are ferocious. They are great. Fun guys. Dangerous, but very fun. Anyway, so when you send these guys to a war zone to deter, defeat, destroy or even help humanitarily. They're going to come back having seen the worst of war. They have seen the worst of a battlefield. So what happens when they return? Having been to Afghanistan to liberate the Afghan people, they come back to the UK. Many of them are a little bit broken from the traumatic things that they've been involved in and seen and witnessed. So like most guys, how do you deal with it? The truth is, I know it's not a solution, but a lot of guys turn to drink. They drink to mask the shit that's in their head. Doing that though, personal relationships break down. Things become uncomfortable at home because they don't want to share their trauma with their loved one, so they keep it locked inside. And they drink. Marriages break down, relationships fall apart. So imagine being George Ford, a paratrooper, coming back to the UK, having been to Afghanistan and helped liberate the Afghan people. His world falling apart and he becomes homeless, but he can't seem to get on the housing register. He can't get a house. But all the fucking Afghanis that have came to the UK that he's helped to liberate are getting houses before him. Can you see that? And George, you know what, George? Your story is of 1,000 veterans that have the same story, and it's quite sad. I'm glad that you've managed to get your story in the media today, because George has highlighted something again that everyone else seems to just ignore. Our soldiers are keeping us safe, fighting the most ferocious battles, keeping enemies off our streets, only to be put behind the people that they've liberated, who are now getting houses in the UK, held up in hotels, treatment, the best treatment in the world, while our veterans are shit on. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just Labour, it was the fucking Tories as well. They did it. Now, where was the Veterans Minister over the last couple of months? Climbing Mount fucking Everest. Now, I get it. He broke a world record. Well done. Well done, Al. We are emceeing your DSO. Well done. But veterans need you on the street. People need you to be fighting their battles. You're not fighting battles doing a jolly on a exercise. And I get it. You highlighted, I mean, you did it with Kev. Kev's a great guy. I love Kev to pieces. But you know what? There is a moral thing. And, you know, veterans need your help. They need your help. There's no incentives in the UK for any landlord to take on a veteran. But there's millions of incentives to take on asylum seekers, economic migrants and refugees. Landlords get paid through the roof. Hotels being paid out by the Home Office. Thousands of homes being bought up by the Home Office and granted to these people who don't have to pay council tax, they don't have to pay tax, they don't have to pay rent, they don't have to pay mortgages. Everything is handed to them while our veterans suffer on the street. And it's fucking shameful. There we go. Said it. Oh, but there's a war. There's a war going to happen. What's going to happen? Who's going to fight that war? Who's going to fight that war? The army. What happens when the soldiers come back from war and they get discharged for being broken? They end up in a scrap heap like George. Don't they? And the UK has no choice now but to get involved to try and put a stop to Iran. Iran won't stop. Iran have just hit a direct hit on an Israeli hospital. They fired at an Israeli hospital. How low can you go? They also hit the US Embassy in Israel. They hit the US Embassy. They hit an Israeli hospital. They don't care. It's only dickheads like the West use human rights and Geneva Convention when our enemies don't care about Geneva Convention and human rights. They will kill. They will kill. President Trump has just approved an attack plan on Iran. They've been drawn into, people saying, I hope America doesn't get involved. Iran just destroyed the US Embassy. And you think they're not going to get involved? We're all involved now. We're all involved. While you have all your little bitchy people on YouTube and social media, all these little social media warriors, calling people names. You're fucking pathetic, the lot of you. There's more to life than calling people names. Do something. Get off your ass. Achieve something. Give your children something to be proud of. Many people have nothing to be proud of. Anyway, listen, thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for sticking with me. Petitions don't work. Marches don't work. Protest doesn't work. Only one thing that the government sees that works, and I'm not going to mention it. Anyway, listen everyone, thank you. Thanks for your support. You want to join the channel, become a member? By all means do. Other than that, have a great day. Take care.